Well, I can still remember cows escaping from the fields where the manoir is today and clogging up traffic on St. John's Road, and the cops would have to come and they try to move the cows out of the way.
Yes, folks, he's that old.
I'm that
He
old.
remembers cows on St. John's.
Yep.
That means something. This is why he's a very valuable commodity.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody who remembers cows on St. John's, get a camera and put it in front of their face and let them talk.
Please tell my wife I'm a valuable commodity. Okay. Technically, I was born in Ottawa because my mother's mom, my grandmother, was in Ottawa, and my parents were living in NDG at the time. She brought me home a week after I was born to NDG in 1955. But then we moved from NDG to Point Claire. So yeah, we moved in September 1958 to Pickwood Crescent, which is, like I say, about 4 streets from here. And we were the very first family that actually physically moved into the houses. And it was a sea of blue clay, just mountains of blue clay all over. There were no lawns, the roads weren't paved yet or anything. But they paved the road in '59. So I just remember as a little kid that, man, stuff was happening all the time. Well, technically, I guess it was the tail end of the baby boom. I remember my mother counting how many kids lived on our street. It's a crescent. I don't know how many houses were on that street, I guess 16 or something. At one point, there was 108 children on our street, just on our street. So that's why everything was booming and growing, because of the young families. I mean, and I'm an only child, but there were people on that street that had 5, 6 children in each family, you know. So,
wow.
My dad had a little 8mm movie camera. So yeah, he took a few home movies, you know, and unfortunately not enough of landmarks. You know, it's always the family at Christmas or whatever, but it's still pretty cool to look at them. Well, you can see in my video, The History of Athens Pizza, there's some old 8mm footage of Mike Spiliotakis delivering a pizza on Pickwood Crescent. That was my friend Curtis, had an 8mm camera, so he filmed Mike delivering a pizza. Now, what a stupid thing to waste film on. No, it's brilliant. I can't believe he did that, and I can't believe we still have that little snippet after all these years. Because that's the cool stuff that nobody took pictures of or filmed back in the day. Because you took pictures of your family or your friends. You didn't take pictures of a building well, Athens, it's part of our life.
Did something happen though, where you said, now I have to capture it? Because once you're nostalgic, you're always nostalgic, you know? So you probably always had it, but did something happen that made you say, I know, now I gotta go back and I gotta capture it?
I got a hold of a video camera. That's what happened. That's all it was. And
why did you feel compelled to having to create a story to tell people?
I guess there's a couple of different reasons. Like, I love nostalgia, but I play with video as well. I edit videos at home, and if I find a subject that's interesting, I'll go full throttle at it. For my generation especially, so many of us are gone. Like, we've left, we've moved away. So the nostalgia factor is huge. If you go to Calgary, Vancouver, anywhere like that, you're gonna find people from the West Island. And you mention the Manoir, Athens, Sean's Pub, something like that, and they're gonna go, yeah, I used to go there. So there's a big demand, you know. And now the boomers, we're up into our 60s and 70s, so nostalgia is always good.